It's 10 trivia questions on loaded questions, where you have to know a few different pieces of information to answer the full question. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out my show. Today's episode's on loaded questions. They're a little bit tougher. You have to know a few different things to be able to answer them. We'll get to that in just a second. But I want to give a shout out to Jen Wojnar, who has been a Patreon subscriber of mine for quite some time now. I used to work with Jen in California on a bunch of different things like Ridiculousness and Crashleets and NBC's History of Comedy special. Oh man, that was a fun one. Jen Wojnar is a $10 patron and has been part of my Patreon since June 26, 2018. So 3 years plus for Jen. Thank you so much, Jen, for that support, especially before COVID and everything. That has been super helpful in, keeping everybody afloat over at the Buds House. So thank you. And if you want to be like Jen, you can support the show at patreon.com/trivia with buds. All the links to my website and Patreon and all that good stuff are in the show notes for every episode. And Jen is such a loyal friend, huge fan of Squirrel Girl, if you guys know Squirrel Girl. And she works at Disney Marvel right now. So shout out to Jen Wojnar. We're going to jump into today's episode. I do have a couple of random trivia questions before we start today. This is from a game called The Weakest Link, the board game from 2001 or 2 maybe. And I've been using these questions because they have a good mix of questions on every card, front and back. So here's a couple warm-up questions before the loaded questions today. Number 1, what actress and award-winning singer starred as Cece Bloom in the 1988 film Beaches? That was Bette Midler. Bette Midler. How about this one? What B is the name of the Commonwealth country made up of approximately 700 Atlantic islands? The answer there is Bahamas. Bahamas. And your last little warm-up question, when playing standard chess, does the white queen or the white king start on the white square? The answer there is the white queen. The white queen starts on the white square. I would have no idea. That's a tough one. 50-50 though, I guess, so that makes it easier. All right, these will not be so easy. It's loaded questions. We've got 10 of them, and we're jumping into them right now. Here we go. Loaded question trivia. Let's see what you know. Number 1, Michaela Quinn, James Kildare, and Doug Ross were all these on TV. Number 1, Michaela Quinn, James Kildare, and Doug Ross were all these on TV. Number 1. Number 2, the number of band members in ZZ Top, The Police, and Nirvana combined. Number 2, the number of band members in ZZ Top, The Police, and Nirvana combined. Number 2. Number 3, the only Tom Cruise movie title that is 6 words long. Number 3, the only Tom Cruise movie title that is 6 words long. Number 3. Number 4, the total number of days if you stayed somewhere for 5 fortnights. Number 4, the total amount of days if you stayed somewhere for 5 fortnights. Number 5, Good Morning America host with an alliterative name. Number 5, Good Morning America host with an alliterative name. Number 6, on the most famous Pulp Fiction poster featuring a smoking Uma Thurman, the price of the Pulp Fiction magazine in a yellow bubble. Number 6, top left-hand corner, what is the price of the Pulp Fiction magazine in the yellow bubble for the Pulp Fiction poster with Uma Thurman smoking? Number 6. Number 7, the Harry Potter movie with the shortest theatrical runtime. Number 7, the Harry Potter movie with the shortest theatrical runtime. Number 8, the doctor who hunts Michael Myers played a villain in a Bond movie who was parodied in a comedy trilogy by what actor? Number 8, the doctor who hunts Michael Myers played a villain in a Bond movie who was parodied in a comedy trilogy by what actor? Number 8. Number 9, a toy truck brand that rhymes with the name of the fictional/real brand that makes everlasting gobstoppers. Number 9, a toy truck brand that rhymes with the name of the fictional/real brand that makes everlasting gobstoppers. Number 9. And number 10, the total number of letters in Kevin Costner's back-to-back year baseball films. Number 10, the total number of letters in Kevin Costner's back-to-back year baseball films. Number 10. I've got a bonus question for you for loaded questions here. This is a good one. This is your 2-point question if you're playing for points at home. The youngest Batman actor from theatrical films at the time of their movie's release and that movie title. Number 11 for 2 points. The youngest Batman actor from theatrical films at the time of their movie's release and the movie title. Those are all your loaded questions. We'll be right back with those loaded question answers after this. We are back with the answers to loaded questions. Number 1, Michaela Quinn, James Kildare, and Doug Ross were all TV doctors. Dr. Kildare, Michaela Quinn, and Doug Ross from ER, of course. Number 1, doctors. Number 2, the number of band members in ZZ Top, 3. The Police, 3. And Nirvana, 3 is 9. Number 2, 9. Number 3, the only Tom Cruise movie that is 6 words long, Born on the 4th of July. Born on the 4th of July. Number 4, the total amount of days if you stayed somewhere for 5 fortnights is 70. 14 times 5, 70. Number 5, Good Morning America host with an alliterative name, Robin Roberts. Robin Roberts. Number 6, on the most famous Pulp Fiction poster featuring a smoking Uma Thurman, the price of the Pulp Fiction mag is 10 cents. 10 cents. Number 7, the Harry Potter movie with the shortest theatrical runtime, Deathly Hallows Part 2. The last one, Deathly Hallows Part 2. Number 8, the doctor who hunts Michael Myers played a villain in a Bond movie who was parodied in a comedy trilogy by what actor? Mike Myers. Isn't that a fun one? I don't know if this is subconsciously stolen from something I saw or if I came up with this myself, but when I came up with it for this episode, I was like, oh, that's good. Michael Myers is the killer in Halloween. Donald Pleasance plays Dr. Loomis, and then he also is the Bond villain that Dr. Evil is based off of in Austin Powers trilogy. So there you go. Mike Myers was the answer. Number 9, a toy truck brand that rhymes with the name of a fictional real brand that makes everlasting gobstoppers. The candy brand is Wonka, which is a real candy brand owned by Nestle, and Tonka is the truck brand, Wonka Tonka. Number 10, the total number of letters in Kevin Costner's back-to-back year baseball films. This was 88 and 89, I think, and it was Bull Durham and the Field of Dreams, for 23 total characters. Bull Durham plus Field of Dreams equals 23. And the bonus for 2 points, the youngest Batman actor from theatrical films at the time of their movie's release and the movie title, Christian Bale from Batman Begins, who was 31. Robert Pattinson's going to be 33, just a few years older in The Batman, coming out soon. I watched the trailer. I'm excited to see the movie, but I had some friends who were very excited in a text thread, and I was like, I mean, it looks fine. It looks like all the other Batman movies. There's nothing about it that's like, oh my God, they're doing that, at least to me. I like all Batman stuff, but I guess I'm not diehard enough to appreciate this new trailer. Let me know what you think of the new trailer in some sort of social media message or post. All right, we've got the fact of the day for you to close out this week of episodes, and we've got that fact about New Jersey. A New Jersey man flunked out of law school and subsequently sued the school for having accepted him in the first place. How about that? You can sue a school if you flunk out as a lawyer. There you go. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you next time for more Trivia with Buds. Safe travels, and cheers.